What up guys, welcome back to another episode of Dishes and Fishes where I show you how to cook and set hooks. Today we're going to make what I think is the best version of a fried chicken sandwich, and that's a honey butter fried chicken sandwich on a buttermilk biscuit. Alright, first let's prep our chicken. So I'm going to keep this super simple. All I'm going to do is put about 1 to 2 cups of buttermilk into a bowl with some Frank's Red Hot, and then add my chicken to that and let it marinate in my fridge for a few hours. I'm using chicken thighs for this because I like dark meat the best, but you could use breast meat if you want to too. It's just going to take a little bit longer to cook. It's all about personal preference. I'm going with thighs. Now let's make this biscuit. So for the biscuits, you're going to need 1.5 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 3 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoons of cubed cold butter, 2 tablespoons of Crisco, and 1/3 cup of buttermilk and 1/4 cup of milk. Once you have everything, let's start by sifting our dry ingredients into a large bowl. This is going to make our dough more fluffy and uniform. Next, combine the buttermilk and milk together, give it a little shake, and we're going to add our cold butter and shortening to our dry ingredients. Mix it around with a pastry blender until small peas form, like this. The chunks will help our dough be flaky and buttery and awesome. Now let's make a well in the center of our dry ingredients and dump in our buttermilk and milk. Mix this around gently with a fork until it forms a nice, soft, chunky dough. I'm going to use a rubber spatula just to help me out. Once your dough's made, put it on a lightly floured work surface. Shape your dough into a nice workable shape. Then we're going to roll it out to about half the size of a sheet of paper. Now we need to laminate the dough. This is going to give our biscuits nice flaky layers. So start by folding it over once and then folding it over again. Then you're going to roll the dough out roughly into the thickness of your biscuit. I'm actually going to make these biscuits thin because I want this sandwich to be mostly about the chicken, but if you like thick biscuits, keep this part thick. Transfer your dough to a sheet pan with a sill pad on it, and then cut it into your desired shape. I like squares because then there's no waste. Spread them out a little bit for even cooking, and then brush the tops with some melted butter. Yeah. Put those in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes or until they're golden brown. Keep an eye on them. Alright guys, so now that our biscuits are in the oven, we're gonna get our chicken fried off. So let's make some seasoned flour, not KFC's version. I like to use coarse ground black pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and cayenne pepper. I like simple, and I think black pepper is the most important ingredient here, and Montreal is the best pepper blend in my opinion. So I'm going to heat some canola oil to 375 degrees. Keeping one hand wet and one hand dry, I'm going to take my chicken thighs and put them in my seasoned flour. Then I'm going to transfer them back to the buttermilk and then back to the flour once again. This is going to double coating, and it just makes a nicer, fuller breading in my opinion. Once they're all breaded, I'll fry them off one by one. I'm frying these things off at 375 degrees. It's going to take anywhere from 13 to 16 minutes, I would guess. Depends on the size of your chicken thighs. Just fry them until they're nice and golden brown, and check the internal temperature to be 160 to 165. If it's 160, they should carry over to above 165. Once they're cooked, set them on a cooling rack or a tray with paper towels to cool and get excess grease off. Now let's make our honey butter. I'm going to start with my compound butter. The recipe's on my TikTok. Add a little bit of Frank's Red Hot or your favorite hot sauce. Then mix in some honey, preferably local honey. Just play with the ratios till you like the taste. And I'm going to finish it with a little compound butter just because it's awesome. Like I said, you can find that on my TikTok. If you or some of your guests like light sauce, you can also drizzle the sauce on top rather than dunking it. And voila guys, a beautiful, simple, delicious fried chicken sandwich. Give it a try.